Tonight, Spike made this throwaway comment while I was eating a bag of crisps. He wasn't being mean, I know. But I'm really jumpy after my bulimia problem, especially about food. I had to fight real hard and the illness is in the past now. It's not going to take much longer before I forget it completely. Anyway, someone's got it in for my girlfriend. I don't know who, and I sure don't know why.
It isn't Ginger.
I'm sorry. I got carried away. I don't really believe you could have done such a thing. I was so angry that I blew everything out of perspective.
Oh, Esteban, I need you so badly.
The other reason I took my music lessons seriously was because of my teacher, or rather because of my teacher's daughter who took the same lessons. Her name was Shirley. She was a true angel, hair as jet as the night sky and skin as pale as the moon.
You mean she was a goth?
What's that supposed to mean? If everybody judged books by their cover, we'd only ever read recipe books. Just because someone's different doesn't mean they're wrong.
Sorry, just slipped out. I didn't mean it. Do carry on, please.
No, sorry, you're going to have to wait until I've calmed down.
Okay, I know I have not been friendly lately and I am sorry. You know the academy is very important to me. Let me tell you my story. It'll help you understand better. I was born in China. My parents were farmers. They didn't have much money. I always loved horses, but there was no way we could afford one, not even to pay for lessons. So I resigned myself to working alongside my parents, which I did for a few years to help them out. It was tough work, but boy, it was character building. Only every night in bed, I dream of huge fields full of horses, and I wake up in the middle of the night sobbing. I'd cry for my fate and how cruel it was, and for my family who'd never escaped their farm. Then one day, something unforeseen changed the whole course of my life.
What? What was it?
I'd love to go on, but I have to finish this book. It's got to go back to the library tonight. We'll talk about it some other time if that's all right. Since when have you been interested in my life? Okay, I guess if I'm ever going to get any peace, I'm going to have to tell you the rest. One day, my life turned upside down. I came back from a long day in the field when on the edge of the road, I saw a huge shape, and I stopped in my tracks, transfixed. Night had already fallen, and to begin with, I didn't know what to make of this creature and its big glowing eyes. As I got closer, I discovered it was a horse, the most beautiful being I had ever seen. The weirdest thing was that it was just standing in the middle of the track, not moving. And when I approached, it took one step in my direction. At that moment, I realized my destiny was upon me, and I decided I would take charge of the horse, come what may. I knew my family would never let me keep him because there was no way we had enough money. So I took the decision of a lifetime, the decision that finally led me to this academy.
So what happened next?
Knowledge of somebody is a prize. It has to be deserved. Make some progress and maybe we can chat. Or try and catch me in a good mood.
So tell me about the fateful day, Spike.
Okay, it's not easy to talk about it, but I'm going to try. As I said, I used to hang around with undesirable types. And sometimes we go thieving. And one day, I was sent to rob the manor of a family who just moved in. I thought it was empty, but there were 2 kids my age in the front room when I went in. But strike me down, as I lived and breathed, there in front of me were rock and hard place. The 2 bullying cads who made my life hell at school. And there I was, the weight of the world on my shoulders, ready to wreak revenge for them, for Shirley, for my parents, for everybody who'd abandoned me. I was so busy tying them to a chair with a special knot that I didn't hear the police enter. Before I knew it, I was in prison.
That must have been awful.
Oh, you know, I didn't stay for long. My parents pulled the strings and got me free. They pulled me out of London and stuck me in a riding school belonging to one of their chums. This chum's son had also been tempted by the dark side and had come to find inner peace on a horse. They hoped the same for me. Then I just happened to win a competition or 2 and bingo! I was accepted to this academy. But what they don't know is that the anger is still raging, and it's this anger that makes me win competitions.
What, even now?
Now things are different. I've got mates here, people who look out for me, and people I look out for. I'm in a real team. That's what was missing, a real group, a second family.
Yes, we'll always be there for each other.
Hold the violins, Princess. I have a reputation to maintain here. And we have 1,000 hurdles to jump before we can sit arm in arm round a campfire singing songs.
I give up with you.
I know I've been a bit distant lately, and I want to say sorry. I haven't been feeling great, and I needed to spend a bit of time on my own.
Don't worry, everybody has lulls in form.
Can I have your attention, please? Harry... Joe! Temple's here. The instruction staff request your presence outside the director's office as soon as possible to assess your progress this year before the exam tomorrow. You have 5 minutes, not a second. 2!
Well, at least it was different this time. Gesundheit, Harry.
It's with great pleasure that we can...
I never thought I'd get this far.
It's not over yet. The toughest is yet to come.
Has Q the Conqueror got cold feet all of a sudden?
It hadn't quite hit home, but we're on the verge of the World Championship.
And then what are you gonna do? Are you gonna return to your country?
Yes, my family's waiting for me.
That's too bad. If you'd hung around, we could have got an apartment together.
Even if I wanted to stay, your country would never let me. I'm Chinese, don't forget.
So after the competition, I won't see you again?
No, we'll meet again, somehow.
Promise?
I promise.
It is hard to contain my emotion. For the first time in my career, our academy has reached the World Championship qualifiers. I owe it all to you. Life has been tough, and you have trained hard, but you have shone through. I am proud of you.
We owe it all to you. Your methods have made us into champions.
Let's hear it for Birdie! Hip hip!
Hooray!
I am very grateful, but let us not let the backslapping go to our heads. I'm counting on you to stay focused. The battle has only just begun.
Whatever happens, we are going to stay together, aren't we? I mean, I don't want you to get my hopes up and then...
I love you and nothing can separate us, I swear.